Frank died.
I'm not on mute anymore. Hooray!
Hooray!
God, it's got to be. You're so paranoid when you do shows from a hotel. Like any crack or anything that might go wrong, you're like, yep, it's dead.
You don't have the hotspot anymore, right? Understandable. I was just curious.
That's fair.
Hi.
Did you know that Idaho is next to Washington, Canada, and Montana?
What makes it so great is he's breaking up like a motherfucker.
I'm assuming
trying
that
to
didn't go
deliver the
through.
line.
No,
exactly.
I think you.
So great. Nope.
Cheever, you had another stroke.
It was the universe shutting him down on that one. I didn't have to say anything. It's just like, no.
You had another stroke, Cheever. Oh, he's gone. Okay.
Hi.
Travis!
Hey guys, how's it going?
This is what I get for not having my shit on demand.
What?
Go to Starbucks or something, Cheever. They have better internet there. Or go to a hotel, evidently. Oh. Boo. Boo.
Oh boy.
So guys, I started watching Black Lightning.
Boats.
Listen, I'm just really excited that Travis is back. Like, I think that's all that matters.
Aw, that's so sweet. I get. Here's a virtual hug. Aw.
I missed your buttery smooth voice, Travis.
Well, my buttery smooth voice, smooth buttery voice, wherever you put it. I can't word right now. Yeah, I can hear. I should be in the intro still. Am I not?
I don't hear the intros.
Well, of course you guys don't, because when you go live, you hear nothing. But I'm sure the wonderful audience has heard it.
Yeah, but I still. Yes. But why would I go back and listen to it when I lived it?
So you can hear my voice. I should be.
Us. You just need to come back into our lives more often.
Well, I mean, now that my job is fucking me with hours, I mean, you're gonna have me on here more often, as long as Skype is permitted.
Not the first part, but the having you back part.
All right. Well, it's good to hear your voice too. I kind of miss it, and yeah.
I was gonna say that's probably a first from anybody I know from Dace.
Well, you know me. I'm the voice of reason. As for what I've been told in the past.
We have a show.
We're hoping it's going to be a good show as long as Drunk Gibby doesn't show the fuck up.
Don't. If he's listening, don't taunt him. He'll show up.
Stop saying his name so much.
Taunting him.
Beetlejuice.
It's like they try to.
It's like they're find a way.
It's like they're trying to eradicate the name Freddy Krueger so that way nobody says his name. So just shh.
Yeah. Shh.
Yeah.
I mean, other than you being sent to Atlanta on a minute's notice.
It's not really banter.
So can we have a douchebag of the week this week then? That's fine.
Panelist.
Co-host.
I like panelists. Panelists sound so much more official. I don't know.
I liked reoccurring characters.
Coochie.
Why am I what? I'm missing something here, and I don't understand.
Yeah.
Oh.
She says, not realizing what it was.
No, not at all. I haven't seen The Simpsons in years.
Yeah, it's not gotten any better.
Yes, it was. Season 7, if I recall correctly.
God damn it, Cheever. Like, you're the only one who remembers that.
I feel like I'm more of a miniature version of you than Tony.
No.
I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that.
Let's hope that never happens.
That's a weird face morph.
Welcome.
So
Welcome deep out.
we can't really talk. I can't really talk about much because everything I have to talk about goes into our segments.
Oh no! Oh god! Oh no!
Oh
What?
no! Wait, you broke
What?
up with Amber?
What?
No, he didn't get a puppy yet.
No!
Oh no!
No, I
No,
said
we
oh
were
no
just
because
trying to
Brian
solve, like,
Gibson
you
is
told
now
us to.
online.
Uh-oh! Oh
Yeah,
no!
see, there you go. You guys are up to speed.
It's Gibby. It's
So-
the Beetlejuice version. Just don't say it more than 3 times.
That's why I called him his real name.
Beetlejuice.
Gibby's always online on Skype. I don't think he ever signs off.
Oh, I'm adding him.
Cheever, do you want to get blocked?
Oh, fuck Cheever.
Didn't stop you guys last week.
I was just saying, what are we doing?
Ba-da-bam, ba-da-bam, ba-bam, ba-da-bam, ba-da-bam, ba-bam.
Sports.
Hey, you like sports?
Do you want to talk about sports?
You know, the only way this would really work if everybody was doing it in unison, but, you know.
Yeah, but none of us pay attention enough.
Yes.
well.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
So I have a good feeling that the first 10 minutes of the show, people couldn't hear me.
Oh, God.
I just saw that on my little XSplit, my mic was muted.
All right, I'm going to go check on our feed on Facebook.
Well, now they should be able to hear us. They heard everything you guys were saying. They heard
Oh,
nothing
so
that I was
basically,
saying.
you pulled a Gibby, but for not as long amount of
A
time.
reverse Gibby, so it was
Yeah.
actually enjoyable instead of just a one-man show that was heavy breathing and just random laughs. He's on, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard the heavy breathing, so...
I made it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are working, though. Just so
Okay.
you
They
know.
waited 30 bazillion years to cancel my game. I'm a little upset.
You missed the
You're
banter
also
part.
probably a little drunk.
Banter. Yeah,
A
we moved
little.
on to sports.
All right. So, in sports news, we don't have many sports actually playing right now.
Baseball!
Oh.
Mean.
Hockey,
Oh,
baseball,
whoa.
basketball are still going.
Oh,
That's
Every
what I
sport
heard.
but
championship
football.
mode.
Can you motherfuckers let me talk? I was literally just about to say the NBA and the NHL are in the finals. Would you just fucking chill?
You said there's
Okay.
no sports.
No sports are going on except for all of them.
I
Except
said
for
not
all of
that
them.
Many. Listen, bitches.
Wow.
You're uninvited
Wow.
from the White House.
Yes, you are. You're uninvited.
Apparently. So, anyways, as of right now in the NBA Finals, the Golden State Warriors are leading the Cavaliers 2-0, and apparently everybody thinks this series is decided already because of that. They do play
Well-
tomorrow night at 9, so we'll see how that one goes.
The conversation I heard today in the office that I just eavesdropped on because I don't talk to people, they were saying that the Cavs will probably win at least one game because the Golden State Warriors want to win it at home.
So they're gonna like take a dive to go home.
And they're not going to play their hardest when they're in Cleveland
Yeah.
one of those nights.
Well, as of right now, for NHL, the Washington Capitals are leading the Golden Knights 3-1. They play tomorrow night again at 8 p.m. And basically, if the Knights don't win a game, the Capitals take the series, right?
The
They'll take the
dream
cup?
is over.
Yeah, they'll take the cup.
Don't dream it's over.
In baseball standings, in the American League, in the Eastern Division, we see the Red Sox leading it. The Yankees, the Rays, the Blue Jays, and the Orioles coming from behind. Then in the Central League, you see the Indians, the Tigers, the Twins, the Royals, and the White Sox. The American League West, it is the Mariners, the Astros, the Angels, Athletics, and Rangers. There's a lot of A's in that division.
I can't believe the Mariners are on top.
Yeah, they are. They're ahead by one game.
It's a weird division. That division keeps flip-flopping their first place.
Yeah, they're ahead by one. They're only ahead by one.
Close.
The rest of them are a little decently behind, but not too badly. I mean, the Orioles are just as pathetic as they were last week. They're 23 games behind.
So we should go to a game in Baltimore. It'll be cheap.
We should. Right now in the National League East, the Braves are in the lead with the Nationals, the Phillies, the Mets, and the Marlins. And once again, that's a close division too, because Nationals are only a game behind. Phillies are only 2.5.
Yeah, well, it didn't help. They just lost their last series against,
Yeah.
I think, Seattle.
The National League Central, the Brewers are leading with the Cubs, the Cardinals, the Pirates, and the Reds.
Cubs.
And then in the Western Division, you have the Diamondbacks, the Rockies, the Giants, the Dodgers, and the Padres.
The crisp on Padres. Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not used to that one. It'll catch on. I promise. But the other thing that I was going to mention was there's two stories I actually had. Was one, the Giants' newly named general manager actually just got diagnosed with cancer.
That's a shitty timing.
Yeah. So the New York Giants general manager, David Gettleman, announced Tuesday that he's been diagnosed with lymphoma.
Did he blame Eli? I would have blamed Eli.
So it says Gettleman, 67-year-old, lymphoma was discovered during a medical checkup. Recently underwent a year annual physical, and I discovered I have lymphoma. Over the past week, I've undergone more testing to determine the course of treatment, which is scheduled to start in the near future. So basically, this dude's going to be general managing a terrible team while undergoing cancer. I think he probably got the cancer because he works for the Giants.
Which he could just blame Eli again.
Yeah. Yep,
Start now and then finish strong.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's going to be bad. Hopefully his treatments don't go as bad as the Giants' typical seasons.
The Giants.
The other one that's kind of causing a wonderful stir in any sort of news today, good old President Trump decided to be a petty little bitch again. And since some of the Eagles players decided they didn't want to go to the celebration for them at the White House, he decided to uninvite the team that they were celebrating. That just reminds me of a 10-year-old kid saying, fine, you don't want to come to my party? Well, you're not invited anymore.
No, it's not that. The president had to invite a band. He's bringing the band in instead. He likes music instead of football.
Oh, God.
You can't kneel with a cello.
Here's what it says. After canceling the Philadelphia Eagles' scheduled Super Bowl celebration visit at the White House, provided further explanation as to why they decided to scrap the visit. In a statement released by Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Why did she need 3 weeks?
Huckabee?
The White House said it decided to cancel the event after learning that only a tiny number of players planned to attend the celebration. The Eagles tried to reschedule it per Sanders, but the dates offered by the team conflicted with President Trump's schedule. This all just sounds like a whole bunch of bullshit.
Conflicting the schedules so I can go play golf. That's all.
Yeah, exactly.
The Eagles got their schedule of when he was going to be in a different country. Went, we'll come that day. We'll come that day.
That date looks good. That one looks great.
I just think it's like how they're trying to say it's a scheduling problem, and it's really just him being a petty little bitch.
It's like, hey, can we just meet Ivanka? We don't need to meet any of the rest of them.
Exactly. Damn. So true. So true.
I just think it's so petty. It's hilarious.
It's right up his alley. If you look at everything he's done for the past year and a half, I am not surprised.
I'm not either. I've literally, my favorite is everyone just keeps posting that GIF of him getting bit by a bald eagle.
Did you see the tweet that the mayor of Philadelphia sent out?
He's pissed. He called him a tyrant and said that he's turning this into a dictatorship.
Well, no, he sent a side-by-side picture of the inauguration crowd versus the Philadelphia Eagles parade crowd, and went, our party was bigger.
Yeah, well, he literally, apparently, he called him a tyrant and, like, said that he's turning this country into a dictatorship. I was like, you pissed off the wrong fucking city.
Well, the fun thing that he has recently said was, they were talking about, like, the investigation, and Trump just kind of, they were like, hey, you've been pardoning a lot of people, and Trump goes, I'll just pardon myself.
Yeah, exactly.
At that point, I went, yeah, that guy's a dictator.
Well, that's my favorite. Well, that's the other thing that I find funny about this is that one of them dumb Kardashian bitches went to go talk to him to get some woman pardoned because she's serving life in prison for a minor drug sentence, which, whatever. What I love is she went there to go talk to him about prison reform, which she's a Kardashian. I don't understand, unless it's her boyfriend or, like, her baby daddy. Why does she care about prison reform?
Kanye's never been to jail. He's a white black guy.
Well, what I love is she has to pardon this woman, and he goes and pardons, like, other people instead and says, nah, fuck that lady.
He is so, like, if you watch his presidency, he does one really good thing and then, like, 10 bad things that overshadow the good thing. Like, he recently put something into play that helps, it was like the give a chance law or something like that. That would help with certain medications or something like that for people who can't afford it, or it's something. It was something.
If you're terminally ill and you've exhausted all options, you could elect to try experimental drugs. And the reason why it sounds like a good plan, but one of the downfalls is 90% of those drugs and medications are going to fail. Like 90% of it's going to fail anyway.
Yeah, but
you're fucked either way.
At the same point, he gives the choice back into the hands of the person.
Oh, yeah. So that's
a good thing. And then he goes, I'll pardon myself. And it's like, Jesus Christ, just stop. You had a good day going, and you just decided, like, you know what?
You had a good day going.
Yeah, let's drive the truck off the side of the mountain. Fuck it.
Derpy, derpy, derp.
Yeah. You like that? Well, I bet you I could piss you off with this.
Yeah, like, oh, God, he is just...
He's entertaining.
He's very entertaining.
He definitely is, but he's also really fucking stupid.
So wait
no,
for the
just
Trump
come on
show.
and say it. Just come on and say it. He's just a fucking retard. Is what he is.
Yeah, he is Pence's meat puppet, and it's hilarious.
I mean,
meat puppet.
He got me an extra $100 every 2 weeks, so he's a cool guy in my book.
Nah, he's still a derpy derp.
Oh yeah,
he's still a derpy derp.
But I got an extra $100 every 2 weeks, so. Woo!
Woo! Woo!
I would trade all of my information to Russia for an extra $100 every 2 weeks.
I think if you talk to Putin, that could happen.
Yeah, he probably already has it. This Chris Days guy, he do say big good for us.
That was the weirdest Russian accent.
Yeah, that's no.
I also drank some Diet Coke in the process, too, so it was like a straw was going to my mouth as I was doing it. It's like, so Putin with a dick in his mouth. That's what I was doing.
Soviet Russia, you don't drink Diet Coke. Diet Coke drinks you. How's it going, comrades?
Hey, comrade. You like Oliver Queen? I like Oliver Queen. Anyway, do you have any more sports?
No, that's it. I'm good. You can move on to whoever's gonna try to bumble through this fucking segment.
Alright, gaming news with Gibby. Maniacal music, maniacal music, maniacal music.
Is he still on?
Yeah, he's still
Is Gibby still on? Okay. He's been very quiet today.
No, I'm not. I'm not here.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Boy, it did.
You know Gibby probably doesn't have any news, right?
Gibby's smart. Cut him some slack.
Yeah, really.
He doesn't have
So
any
did you guys know that Diablo is there's a new project in line for it?
Yeah. That was announced today, actually.
That's right. I can't
Look at you staying on top. I would have forgotten about that.
Hold on. What are the details? Or did you just read a headline?
He just read
Well, that's just through job openings. It's unannounced, but we know it's for the Diablo group.
Franchise.
I guess you would call it
Maybe they're
franchise.
starting a
it's
cult.
definitely the franchise.
Yeah.
Maybe
Because
they're
they said,
starting a cult.
hey, well, not necessarily. They're like, we have. Well, no, it is. It is. If you read the job description, it's so we have this very tight knit community of Diablo fans that like to work on Diablo. If you like Diablo, you should come work for this project. It's really creepy,
Hold on.
cult like.
Who's got Mr. Softy in the background?
Oh, that's me.
Achiever.
That is me.
Go
Oh,
get
I
it.
thought it was me. No, I haven't.
No. I'm next to a school, and if I run out that door, it is highly inappropriate.
No,
No, I think.
why are you
no,
naked?
Alright, do you not have pants?
You know, I didn't have pants on.
No,
We're
I
doing
think I have
Skyping
too.
today. I'm just chilling in my boxers.
I would get
have them
banned.
right now too.
We'll
If
go
it
get
wasn't-
an interview, an exclusive for the Dace Man Show. What's
I'd
it
say
like to
Mine
serve
is
ice
Sophie
cream?
Driver's pretty sure mine's a girl too.
See?
All right.
We can replace you.
Giggity, giggity. All right.
Alright, so
I'll
what else
tell
you
you.
got there, Jizzard?
The NBA 2K19 has named LeBron James as his 20th anniversary edition cover star.
That's why they're losing the finals.
Apparently, yeah. It's
The
not.
Madden curse strikes again.
Honestly, I don't think it's that much of a shock for such a large thing to put him on there, even though.
Should have put Jordan.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that would have been amazing. And then just throw him on the fucking the Bulls.
Doubles.
Apples.
Doubles.
Oh,
So I'm
God.
looking at the picture. It has goat on it.
Mhm.
Should just
Like
be a
a
picture of a
goat?
goat.
Or
King, strive for greatness, man in the arena, 330 chosen one. I don't get that one at all. But
I don't get basketball, so you lost me when you said NBA.
4H hashtag 4HM.
4-H fair.
I have no idea. And then it's RWTW.
What the fuck?
And then you have goats.
I got that one. Daniel Bryan.
And then James Gang,
That sounds-
Brony, Bryce,
Wait, did you say Brony?
BRONNY.
No,
Uh,
that's
Sounds
like
more like Brawny.
Brawny. Yeah.
Bronny, yeah. Bronny, Bryce, and then ZHURI.
Zero. I don't know.
Why
No
does the
idea.
Why does the
It's a
NBA
weird
have their
title.
own secret language?
I don't get it either. Like half the shit on here, I'm like, I don't know what this means. But
I don't know
yeah.
what to do with my
So
ads.
great old NBA, man. Shit happens, right?
Yeah.
Apparently
PUBG,
not enough.
PUBG.
Oh, Pubga News, yeah.
Oh, is this because they're suing Fortnite?
Yep.
No, well, they're doing that too. I wasn't gonna go into that, but anyway, I was gonna say they're coming out with a new map. Sandhook
fucking
is in
time.
the test servers for all those people who like to
you're
play
gonna
it.
be able to do the same stupid shit on a different map.
But in sand.
Damn it!
Oh, sand.
It's a tropical map, so yes, there's sand. Okay, God.
Oh, that's so cool.
But
Still sounds boring.
Play
So
PUBG.
cool.
Play PUBG.
Yeah. But people are raving about freaking, what is it, Call of Duty Black Ops 15 or whatever the hell it is.
I'm not raving over it.
Where they're going to put the
I-
stupid game mode in instead of fucking solo player. God damn it.
I mean,
Anyway,
I'm not gonna buy it.
Yeah.
No,
I-
I'm not gonna. No.
I am. I have a
probably
problem. I will.
Of course
It's-
you're gonna buy it, Gibby.
I don't want to, but it's going to happen. And I'll buy it
'Cause you're
before it
the
comes
worst.
out, too.
Hashtag Battlefront
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. The Battlefront 3 will come out, and I'm gonna go, I'm not gonna buy it, and then before it comes out, I'll buy it.
Have you heard the news about Battlefront 3?
I have not.
The
no.
word on the street is it's going to be a multiplayer campaign like Destiny.
Oh.
That would actually be good.
Was somebody
Are
clapping
you
or
serious?
fapping?
That
No,
was
Gibby
me.
just creamed his
I was
pants.
happy. Are you serious?
That's the rumor on the street.
Oh my god.
With
I'm
loot
happy.
boxes.
Oh my fucking
No,
god.
I'm kidding. I'm fucking you on that one.
I hope so, man. Jeez.
Eve or Dace, did you see we finally figured out what the new Fallout game is?
76.
Yeah, but did you see what it's actually the premise is? Like it's an RPG.
I'm hoping you play as John Denver, and they
So-
just keep singing Country Road.
So, I saw a
Oh my
thread
God.
online, and it was basically, this is how it went. It was, you get put into Vault 76. You realize Vault 76 has a horrible, horrible experiment to it. The experiment is, you have to sit down and play a video game. You play a video game, playing a video game, and you start off sitting in a nice wagon in a snowy field, going up a mountainside. And then suddenly,
Oh,
Elder Scrolls 5 appears on screen, and you're just playing Skyrim again.
I saw that. I saw that too. But apparently, this one's going to be like an RPG type of thing. Like it's not going to be. It's a PC one, and it's an RPG where you're basically like living through this Vault 76, and this game is taking place like right after some major character mutated or something like that, and is what they're saying.
Was it right after or right before?
I think they said right after. Right, it's after the Great War. Right after this, some dude mutated.
Because
Apparently,
it's really close to the events of Fallout 1. I know that.
yeah, it's before Fallout 1. Apparently, this is before it.
Okay.
Or it's like after the Great. It's right after the Great. I don't know what this game is, by the way. I'm just remembering it was something I saw where people are saying that they don't know for sure. This is just someone looking for the timeline, and they said that the Vault 76 timeline happens right after the Great War.
Well, I think the device had on it the year. I forget what the year said.
Yeah,
But the year predated it or put it around Fallout 1.
Do you need me to go and get Nick out of his room to explain this? Because I'm
Nick
sure
might actually, probably.
if he's listening to this, he's probably just cringing all over the place. Like,
Oh, these
Yeah.
motherfuckers!
You guys can suck.
Oh, no shit. I know, but it's true.
I never get it. You said it was only for the computer, or is it going to be for console too?
I'm pretty sure right now it's mostly PC from what I've heard.
Oh, god damn it.
nah, I guarantee it'll be console.
Yeah, there's no way that
There's-
is not on console.
Yeah,
Absolutely
exactly.
no way
So,
now.
I gotta find the thing I saw where somebody was like explaining like the timeline of it. It says that in Fallout 3, Vault 76 was mentioned. Hold on, wait.
Well, IGN did a breakdown of it, I think.
Yeah, well, somebody went through and like had this scroll. They were scrolling through this like old ass computer, and it showed you the timeline of like when everything happened, and it showed you when Vault what time, like where, like when it was going to happen. But apparently this is happening like right after the Great War, right before some dude mutated. So, but I'm pretty sure it's also single player. I don't know if you're going to be able to go online.
No, it's going to be multiplayer. It's actually going to be co-op. I know that much. Yeah. I've heard Nick talk about that much because he ran out of his room screaming that there's going to be co-op.
I can have friends!
Yeah, co-op Fallout.
friends!
That's true. I mean, because I actually brought Fallout 4 with me
So,
down to Atlanta. So I'm
Here's
excited.
a little bit of it where I found it says the vault was designed to house 500 individuals and programmed to open just 20 years after the end of the war. The date was seemingly confirmed by a date that appeared on a Pip-Boy trailer. That would place Fallout 76
She
well
needs to
over
say
100
Pep Boys,
years.
did she?
What?
No, you've been drinking. It's fine.
Alright, keep going.
Would place Fallout 76 well over 100 years before 3 and 4 in the year 2102. As a result, the game would precede most of the major factions and events from previous Fallout games. In Fallout 3, Vault 76 was mentioned on Vault-Tec terminal found in the Citadel and the Brotherhood of Steel's headquarters. The terminal stated that the vault was located near Washington, D.C. However, the recent trailer released by Bethesda says that it's going to be in West Virginia, whatever. As such, it may be that the terminal had incorrect information and the vault is actually located much further west than Washington. Of course, it wouldn't be difficult for Bethesda to retcon. I don't know. But from what I'm reading, like, it's supposed to be, like, way before all the others, like, in between, like, if not in between 1 and 2, before 1.
Makes sense, because if you look at the trailer for it, the vault is pretty pristine. And most of the times they're just, like, shot to hell.
Yeah. So, I from what I'm hearing, like, this one's going to be, like, it's. I think it's probably going to explain a lot of this. Like, it's most like going to be like explaining some stuff that happened and shit like that. I don't know.
Well,
I don't
excited
understand because I never played the game.
I started at Fallout 4. I enjoyed it.
I sort of
Is it-
played Fallout 4, but I didn't get
is
really
it-
into it.
Is it
I
for
didn't-
PlayStation or is it for Xbox?
It was originally just for PlayStation, but Fallout 4 went to both consoles.
I have yet to play any of the Fallout games. I mean, I have the first one on my computer, but I haven't really messed with it yet.
It looked interesting.
I like New Vegas.
My sister likes New Vegas too, but that wasn't done by the same studio, correct?
It was done by Obsidian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
isn't that the one that's like hated by the Fallout community?
No,
Wait a minute.
loved.
So you had to put what? 5 high, 4 wide, and then you get a flint and steel, and you can.
Are you playing
open a portal.
Minecraft?
Yes,
He said
Yes.
Obsidian. Isn't that
Oh.
what that's called?
yes, it is.
Thank you. Jesus Christ,
Somebody-
references.
Somebody
Yeah,
kicked him from the chat.
But you're not above playing a video game in the middle of a show.
Actually,
right now,
he's done that
actually.
last time.
Actually, I'm playing on my phone, if that counts. But I'm just listening and chiming in when I hear something
It's
like
your segment.
Obsidian. Oh, it is?
Yeah, this is gaming news.
Oh. My bad. Do you guys know?
Baby, how drunk are you?
I'm
Like-
feeling it. Don't worry.
Like, should you have driven yourself home?
I mean, legally on this call, he didn't.
Legally, I did not drink. Okay, shut up. Anyway, Borderlands. There's going to be a Borderlands 3, which I didn't realize was coming out,
About
but I'm kind
time.
of happy. They've teased time and time again. We know that 2K has a new, but as of yet unannounced game for one of its biggest franchises in work, although its recent delay, rather than being released at the end of March 2019, is not due until sometime between April 2019 and March 2020.
I'll be dead.
Mm.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, 2020. That going to be the PS5?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's
And
not
we'll be
looking good.
dead.
But
Yeah.
You guys will be dead. I'll be living.
I'm killing
I'm
you
which-
before I go.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if Cheever's still alive, then I'll still be alive, right?
Somebody will strangle your ass by then.
but we have to disperse Stasis things after we no we don't. We put it on
we
fire.
burn it. Gotta
Burn it.
burn it.
I forgot we burn
Alright.
it. Burn
It's
it.
gonna be that motherfucker that gets buried with everything.
Burn.
No, we're burning it.
No, it's burned. I have strict
mean-
orders to burn it.
If
No, it's
tomb is
fine.
an option,
I will burn the tomb. I have strict orders to burn it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I thought we were just putting Dace inside the house and then burning it down.
Well, the problem is we're
We're
not going
going like the
we're just not taking the stuff out of the basement is the problem because that's way too much movement. So
that's fair.
we're gonna light the stuff. Yeah, we're gonna burn what's in the basement. If it spreads, it spreads. We can't help it.
So basically, we're giving Dace a Viking funeral.
Ish.
Not at sea.
Mixed
well,
with
I mean-
Egyptian, because you're gonna put me in the basement in a tomb.
Okay.
I want to be mummified.
We just have to make sure. Well,
I don't
the
know how
thing
to
is,
paper mache, dude.
We gotta start the fire in the basement though, because
I like where Dace's head's at.
I
I'm gonna
don't.
need,
That's a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
need my
work.
shit in the afterlife.
So much work.
I know it is. It's a lot more work, but we'll take care of
It's
it.
incentive for
Burn
you guys
it.
to go first.
That
This got really morbid. Do you have any more
Yeah.
gaming news?
That's why I'm giggling.
that's all I got.
Fortnite coming to
Okay.
Switch.
Ah!
Fortnite is, but I don't give a shit about Fortnite. I hate that.
I do because I want to play the darn thing.
It's so stupid. It's like
Hold on.
I-
How can you call that stupid but like PUBG?
Well,
Because
it's
Pupka's
the
real.
It's the same reason why I don't like League of Legends. I really, but it's. I
You
will
suck at
admit,
it?
Well, no, I don't like the cartoon, like the cartoony aspect. I don't like that rendering in my games. I just, for some reason, I just can't get like. It's also the reason why I can't play like South Park because it's too cartoony
Oh.
in my mind.
You don't like
Like,
things that are funny.
Well,
Well,
I fucking
tap the
hate-
brakes on that for a moment.
Yeah, like
No.
I don't know how to say it, but that's
He's telling
just,
you
that
to
just
pump the
me.
brakes there, Birdman.
All right.
But hold on a second. You're saying you're criticizing the South Park games because they look too cartoony when they look exactly like an episode from the show.
I know, but I don't like my
Listen,
game like that. I don't like my
Travis.
games like that.
Gibby's logic doesn't exactly make much sense. That's why we just let him say it
His
and then move on.
logic is on par with a school shooter.
Whoa!
It's not
Yikes.
realistic enough for me, so let's make it a little bit more real.
And that's the Dace Man Show. We thank you for tuning in for all these years.
Thank you, yeah. But it's just me, and then I always like, because I don't like League of Legends, and it's solely because of the graphics. It's not because of the gameplay. It's I just don't. I don't know.
You want to shoot a real person? Say it.
Say it! Say it!
Say it! I don't know.
I don't want to shoot some fictional character. That's not real enough for me.
That's what it is. But that's why I like PUBG better, because it is.
Because it looks realistic.
It looks more realistic. It feels more realistic. I don't just sit
See?
there and like walls just come out of fucking nowhere as I'm building shit. All right? No.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Timothy
What?
McVeigh.
The one benefit though is it is free to play, so I can't like you can't bash it that hard because it's fucking free.
You did. You bashed it pretty hard.
Fuck up.
Also, I'm going to put you on, like, America's Most Wanted watch list.
Yeah, there's got to be a people watch or something for Gibby.
Oh, this entire show is on an FBI watch list.
Has
And one
to be.
viewer
At
is
least-
someone from the FBI.
At least somebody's watching.
Yeah. Somebody's watching us.
So,
My
Tim
friend
at the
Mikey's
CIA,
watching.
you're welcome for this episode.
Wait, my
Yeah.
friend Mikey's watching. He told me to shut up, and you guys didn't notice again.
Because we're
Shut
not
up.
reading the chat. I'm not reading the chat.
I don't read
It's the
chat
Twitch
either.
chat. Dace should at least see it.
I'm drinking. Well, you saw it. That's your job.
All right.
Yeah, you're
I
social media manager.
I can always go. Yeah.
No, I'm not.
I feel like that gets passed around every week.
That's a bad idea to put me in
Yeah.
charge of that.
We can always have discussions about the new COD.
We could not.
We could also talk about the blocky Pokemon game.
What is that?
Never
Why
Lucky
have-
Pokemon game.
I kept getting emails about it. I don't know what that is. It's confusing. Is it Minecraft, but with Pokemon?
Basically.
Oh.
That's
Good
stupid.
conversation.
That's
Seriously?
That's
That's all it
just-
is?
No. It's like, have you ever played the Pokemon dungeon games where you take control of the Pokemon and you like
No.
travel around this dungeon and complete quests?
I'm going to go with no.
It's
No, I'm gonna go with
basically
no, too.
that.
I compare
Okay.
it to something else.
something better.
Like the Fire Emblem, the Nintendo Fire Emblem mobile game.
You really think he played those too?
Is it like PUBG?
Is it like
No.
taking a gun and putting it to the head of another person and just pulling the trigger? Because if it's
And
not
it's so
that, I'm not
realistic.
playing it.
Yeah, how realistic is this?
Yeah, how realistic are we?
Is
Is it
talking
like
about?
dogfights?
It's-
Is it
it's-
realistic dogfights?
Is it too cartoony? Is Gibby gonna play it?
It's extremely cartoony.
Fuck all you guys. I'm just saying my fucking aesthetics into a game, and you guys bitch about it. All right, fuck you.
I'm not the one. I just want Gibby. I just want you to know.
Gibby,
when
you.
you-
Gibby, do you even know what aesthetic means? Like, I'm surprised you could use a word that big.
Whoa! Damn.
Oh my god.
Gibby,
Hang
I
up
just,
on her, please.
Well,
Gibby,
that
I just,
escalated quickly.
He has one of those calendars that gives him a word a day, and that was it. Today.
Yeah, really.
Gibby, I just want you to know that
Mhm.
I did not participate in any of this when you go decide to shoot the school up.
Well,
Wait,
no,
you're in
none of us
school?
go to
Wait a
school.
minute. Wait a minute. You're in school still? I didn't know that.
Oh, we're all still
What-
stuck in Deptford. This is 2006.
What
We've never got past the year 2006.
What
What
Cheever's
happened?
saying is when you write a note, leave his name out of it.
Exactly.
What happened to this show tonight? Like, what? Where's
I don't
the
know.
show?
We found out that Gibby wants to kill people because killing cartoons is not giving him the edge he needs.
It has to be realistic. There has to be actual bullets fired. It
Like
has to be blood splattered.
He
It has
needs a
to be realistic.
backstory that this man had a family, and this family is gonna miss him after Gibby kills them.
Gibby, if you want realistic, go get Detroit. Play Detroit Becoming Human. That's realistic. There you go.
No,
What?
Oh my
Kick-
god. We
Kick it,
saw
kick it.
that.
Fuck you, Gibby.
Literally saw that at PAX.
All right. So I'm if you
Yep, let's do it. Down on the corner. Out in the street.
Goddamn game I've ever seen in my life. God damn it. I can't believe how many stations they had to set up for that PAX.
I'm probably going to get it. I set a rule for myself that I need to finish some fucking games before I get a new one.
Yeah.
It is so good, though.
No, I don't doubt that.
I'm barely... I played for like 3 hours. The problem is I'm too scared to start because I don't think I want to stop.
But, like...
What the fuck is... I think my problem is I don't understand what that game is. Go.
You play as a bunch of robots and you learn to be human and make choices and blah 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 blah. Go play it. Go get it.
It's Telltale on steroids.
Yeah, it's really basically.
Have you ever played a Telltale game where you have to make a decision?
Yes.
That's what it is on steroids.
I don't like that type of game.
Did Mr. Softy die?
But that's
Yes.
too realistic. So you have to find that good happy medium where it's realistic enough to give he's killing somebody, but he doesn't want to make the decisions for
But super repetitive, so he can just do that same thing over and over and over and over and over again.
So you're trying to tell me this isn't like Sims where I can just take the ladder away?
Well, they actually...
While they're in the
Oh, Christ.
Yes.
Not the made-up Sims language. We're like...
Yeah, I'm sorry. I haven't played that since I killed that person inside the pool.
That's all we ever did, was just kill the people.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh,
it's
my
true.
God.
You always started a small fire in like a closet and they couldn't get out.
Yes. And then you trap them, obviously, to start deleting the doors.
Oh, my God.
Maybe we're all murderers.
Or when the neighbor comes over with the hot wife, so you kill off her husband so you can marry her.
Yes.
That happens
Every time.
Exactly.
Every time.
Put that on the bucket list.
So, are we going to the corner?
I really do have.
Yeah, we go to the corner. That's fine. I need another beer anyway.
Down on the corner.
Do you really need another beer?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Say it clearly, yes.
Just skip the theme song. I don't think we're gonna even get through the theme song day, so we'll just go from here. I appreciate the effort, though.
So it'll be before we start Frank's corner.
Right.
Frank, did you like the?
We started it, but
Did you like Frank's corner that we had posted on Facebook this week?
you know what's funny about that is I don't think Facebook has ever asked me for verification or whatever it is, like where you actually say yes, I want to be tagged in this, or no. Facebook actually sent me a message saying, hey, you're tagged in something. You might want to take a look at this. So even Facebook was like, whoa, I don't think this is cool, dude. I'm like, what? It was really weird. I didn't know how it happened.
That's the new Zuckerberg laws, because they got yelled at about Russia.
Yeah.
Because Zuckerberg had to explain the internet to the Senate, and they still didn't get it.
But was there actually, did you guys do a corner last week? And that's where the Idaho thing came from? Or
No, well, I accidentally said, I was like, oh, he's from Idaho, right? And everyone just like, do not say that to him ever. And I was like, and that's why I typed it in chat. I was just like, hey, Frank, you're from Idaho, right? And I got kicked almost immediately twice. And he was like, you know what? Fine. Fuck it. I'm posting it on Facebook where everyone can see.
Yeah, and then Facebook was like, yo, bro, you cool with this? And I'm like, whatevs. I didn't have it shared to my wall, but I didn't, like, block it. Anyway, Idaho's a nice place, so I've been there. Not from there, but been there. Anyway, last time I did the corner, which was like 2, 3, 5 weeks ago, I had creepy facts, and you guys talked a shit ton, so I found more creepy facts. And they all vary in relative creepiness. Some of it's not really creepy, some of it is, whatever. Anyway. John Pemberton invented the forerunner to Coca-Cola as an alternative to the morphine he had become addicted to after getting wounded during the American Civil War.
Wait, what?
That sounds right, yeah.
Yeah, because Coca-Cola did have cocaine in it at one point.
So he made Coca-Cola to substitute morphine?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Basically, yes. I guess he didn't want to be on morphine anymore, so he's like, I need to make something, so I want to make something to drink with Coke.
Yeah, and technically, well, not technically, factually, heroin was an actual prescribed medication in the mid-1800s. It was something very common.
Anything, the cold, sniffles, stubbed your toe,
Yeah, the doctor would go, here, have some heroin.
ADD, all of it.
So, yeah, what? Wait, what?
I'm gonna build me a time machine. I'm gonna go back to the 1800s and get some heroin.
Don't go to China. Whatever you do, don't go to China for your heroin.
So, wait, like, is
That's
heroin okay if you don't cut it with stuff? Like,
Yeah.
Well, you still got to
It's
get
from
the
the poppy.
dosage. You got to get the dosage right. I
Yeah.
still think you can OD on it.
Oh yeah.
so
No, you can't.
there's a healthy
Absolutely
version
not.
of heroin.
Yeah.
Not really, but kind of.
All heroin's healthy.
Right.
You
They
can
just
see
cut it
how
so they
many
can make.
drugs I do.
Everyone knows as long as you
cut
take
it-
it in moderation, you're fine.
They cut it so they can produce more of it. So if you have this block of heroin, you want to get the most money out of it. So you mix it with other shit. That way you
Like
can
rat
sell more of
poison.
it. It's like watering down drinks, basically.
Oh yeah.
But you
Because
don't
I
water
want
it
to
down
drink
with-
half the bottle of vodka, and I don't want anyone else to touch it.
Yes.
Well, you know a little too much about drugs there, Frank.
Yeah, I took
That is true.
I-
That is
look,
true.
Our dare in Iowa was very extensive. All right.
Also,
put you in a
in
lab.
Iowa, there wasn't much else to do.
But sell drugs, clearly. On average, 7 South Koreans die every year due to the dangers associated with eating live octopus.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I don't know what dangers there are, but there's dangers. A New Orleans man, drowned at a pool party to celebrate the end of the summer, surrounded by 100 qualified partying lifeguards.
So basically, he
Wait.
celebrated summer and then ended his
And I'm
life.
assuming he was probably a lifeguard too.
He intentionally did this?
It doesn't say intentionally. It just says he drowned.
It's something I would intentionally do something like that.
Probably drunk on a lot of alcohol or heroin. Who knows?
Huh.
Instances of arsenic poisoning sharply declined in England after 1857, following the passage of a law that made divorce easier.
What? Gibby, how many times have we told you? Don't eat
There's a-
food.
Now that there's a legal way to do it, you don't got to kill them off. You just go, oh,
Nah.
I'm done with you.
Still go with arsenic, man, because you don't want to share your shit.
I'm
that's-
sorry. It all happens. It all happens too quickly. That escalated quickly.
what? That segment's over. That's how fast it escalated.
Damn.
The human liver can grow back even after over 75% of it has been removed.
I heard that. Is that
Yeah.
like that's legit? Like-
Yeah, you're probably gonna be sick as
So-
shit for a while it's growing back.
So
yellow.
And yellow. Yeah.
So if you become an alcoholic and then
They're all
stop for
yellow.
like 6 months, it'll come back like it was brand new and you can start drinking again?
I think they have to remove the disease part, because like if you drink so much that you actually do get cirrhosis or whatever it is, I don't think it heals itself. I think you need to chop that bit off and then let it regrow. I think, but I'm not a doctor.
Why don't we put liver cells in more things?
I
Yeah.
have an idea for Science Day. Take Gibby's
Yeah.
liver, cut a chunk out, and see what happens.
Do we really think that Gibby's liver would be anything? Like, there'd be...
Time out.
Are you fine?
That's not the question to
We
ask
won't do
here.
Gibby's liver.
The question to ask is who's performing the surgery?
Me.
Oh, God.
Yikes.
I will
There was
cut
no
you open
hesitation.
and be in you faster than you can say yes.
Ooh. Ooh.
Gibby's probably said that to a few people himself.
That's what she said.
Yes.
So moving on, people who enjoy spicy foods are more likely to be an alcoholic than those who don't.
Sounds about right.
Fuck
Gibby, don't
No,
you like
I
spicy
contest that.
Fuck me.
Do you like spicy food?
I
Love
love spicy
spicy.
food.
Are you an alcoholic?
food? Yes.
Yes.
So we have a 50-50
I was talking to Travis. Yes, thank you.
panel here.
Frank, do you wish to include yourself in this?
But I don't necessarily enjoy spicy food. I mean, I don't mind it. I don't know. I feel like I'm neutral on spicy food.
And therefore, he doesn't have an alcohol problem.
Yeah, I had.
Thank
when
you.
We went to one time when I went to a wing place or whatever. It was like a Chinese thing. I don't even know. They didn't speak English,
What?
but I had to
So
literally.
it had to be
sign-
Chinese.
I literally had to sign because they said this is so hot. We need you to sign for our insurance. It was delicious.
You alcoholic.
Exactly.
Listen, we knew Gibby was alcoholic before he admitted this.
But now there's science.
Science.
There's
Science.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so the other thing for Science Day is we eat a lot of ghost peppers, and whoever's not fazed by it is automatically an alcoholic.
I don't know. I've had a couple ghost peppered stuff. That shit's fucking crazy.
I'll go back to
Did you like it?
Oh, I loved it, but that's
Yeah,
different story.
Okay.
Anyway,
No, actually, that is the story.
over the last 10 years, an unknown man, I don't know how they know it's a man, unknown man in Norway has been pooping in golf holes all over the country.
They probably
What a
test
shit.
it.
They test it. This is a man's poop.
Wow.
I've never seen a poop before. This is a man's poop. Yes, it is.
It's a bad shit.
It's
No woman could do this.
Oh my god. Oh, we need that guy on the show.
if you are the random man from Norway, we won't ask your name. We won't have any personal details. Just call in. Except for you can't call in because we don't. Find us. Send us an email at thedacemanshow@gmail.com. Cheap.
Good try. Good try.
Research has shown that people's happiness peaks at the age of 21 and doesn't pick up
21?
again.
Are you serious?
When you can start drinking and become
Yeah, and
depressed from it.
And then when you
Yeah,
turn 20,
exactly.
then when you turn 22, you're like, fuck. There's nothing to look forward to now, except for death, the sweet, sweet release of death, or retirement, because the second part of this is doesn't pick up again until retirement.
So death.
Yeah,
So death.
Yeah, exactly. That's when you retire, motherfucker.
10 times more people suffer from depression now than they did in 1945.
Well,
Don't we also have like 10 times more people in the world, though?
Well, I think that a lot of that's just because their work nowadays doesn't understand your time. It's like you're working 24/7 anymore.
No, Gibby, that's just your job.
Which, by the way, that motherfucker didn't call me. I gave him my. God damn it! I'm gonna have to fucking call him and yell at him. All right. Anyway, go ahead. Next one.
The world pop in 1950 was 2.5 billion, and now we're up to 7.6. So I mean, that's an extra 5 billion people that could be sad.
So that means everyone in the world had. That means everyone in the world had about a little over 2 kids.
But I also question it on, like, in 1945 though, was it really treated and acknowledged as much as it is now?
Probably not.
Because you figure there's a lot of people that probably were depressed, but they didn't do anything but drink and beat their wives, and then just went about their business.
Man, those were the good days.
Christ. Right into the beating wives. I understand.
And then they're suddenly like, oh, you can't do that. And they're like, well, I'm sad, and I want to beat my wife. And they're like, you can't do that. So talk to this guy, lay on this couch.
Okay.
They should really give you a puppy. When you're on the couch, not like at home so you beat your wife and the dog.
Are we going to say that's the
not like
same
that.
reason why school shootings keep happening?
What?
No, that's because you're an insane person.
Yeah, it's because you're a twisted fuck. All right?
Oh, okay. My bad.
I just want to make sure
Depression,
you
sick
know.
fuck, one or the other.
Being ignored causes the same chemical reaction in the brain as actual physical injury.
Bullshit.
Frank would
Full
know.
fucking
Stop
shit.
that. Don't doubt him.
I would know.
shit.
I'm ignored all the time.
I
But it's a
prefer
good
to
thing.
be
I always
ignored.
listen to myself.
See, now that's why you wouldn't feel that pain. You accept it.
Gibby doesn't feel pain.
Or he enjoys
just
pain.
drinks-
He's a masochist. He
He
likes
just
spicy
drinks it
foods.
away.
Yeah, it all fits. Between 2000 and 2013, horses killed more people in Australia than all venomous animals combined.
Dude, that's fucking... Dude, everything in that goddamn country kills you then.
I
It's
was
just fact.
Can we talk about Australia? Because let me...
The horses,
Jesus Christ, horses
horse-
kill you now?
yeah, the horses were like, "Oh, you don't think we're scary, mate? Kick, kick, kick,
Mike,
Jesus Christ.
dead." According to a 2015 survey, 41% of houses in Nolans have a cockroach infestation, the highest rate in the U.S. Is that
Why?
because of Katrina?
Probably-
Did she bring all the
Yeah.
cockroaches to the yard?
no, that's probably what it is.
Which brings all the cockroaches to
I
the
wasn't
yard.
saying that as a joke. That was an actual theory.
No, I know. That's what I'm agreeing.
We're gonna blame Kanye.
I would
That
too.
too. I could go with that one.
Does Kanye live in Nolans, or does he just sing about Nolans?
No,
he-
it's
Did he
just better
coin
to
the
blame
term
him.
Nolans?
Yes.
Oh.
Ask Mike
one-
Myers,
Mike Myers, the actor, or Mike Myers, the killer?
the actor.
Killer.
Wow. Not the killer. He doesn't know. 1 in 25 UK children is clinic. 1 in 25 children. Yeah, UK children is clinically obese. Are?
Really?
Why
I
did
feel
they
like
choose
they don't.
the
Why UK? Yeah, really.
The grammar in this. Just I don't know. It's a kid. You know, actually, the weird thing is, it's a little photo with the text on it, and the photo is a little kid eating a hot dog.
Aw.
So I think that's bullshit that to have a
How
UK
cute.
stat with a kid eating a hot dog.
How cute.
It's a Frankfurter.
It's
Ah.
according to a 2016 study, getting revenge on someone for a perceived slight does actually improve your happiness. So revenge does make you happy.
That explains my life.
Yeah,
Why you're motivated to do more things out of spite than you are without
in
spite.
general,
Absolutely. I am the most productive when I'm making someone miserable.
you really are.
He is. It's the truth. Completely the truth.
It's like, hey, how can I make fun of that guy? I'm on it.
Like our friend who
Uh,
didn't want our T-shirts.
Who?
Yes.
Dace knows what I'm talking about.
Trying to give away T-shirts.
Mr. O'Hare.
In one version of the comic, Spider-Man's radioactive semen actually
Okay.
kills Mary Jane Watson.
Fuck.
Did you guys know that?
Because it had
Yeah,
gluten.
they got a little and then she got a little dead
Because it had gluten.
because it had gluten. Yes.
Goddamn gluten.
Holy shit. Athazagophobia. What the fuck? Athazagoraphobia.
Oh
That's
no!
when you're scared of
the
Frank
Gibby-
Ward's.
The Gibby wore off on Frank.
Yes,
Gloria
because
Estefan.
I'm having a problem with a real word, and
But he has problems with real words too. They're just like kindergarten level.
go ahead. Somebody hazard a try at that. I put it in the chat.
Athazagoraphobia.
I think you just said it really fast. You didn't even try.
Yeah, that's how you do it in Jersey.
Right.
Athazagoraphobia. Duh. Anybody
I
else?
think
Anyway,
everybody gets away with saying water.
Wad.
anyway, that is the fear of being forgotten by someone you used to care deeply about.
I have that. No, I don't.
Dude,
No, you don't. You don't like people.
I cut
Yeah.
people out pretty quick.
who do you care deeply about? That you're
Nobody.
afraid they're going to forget you?
Nobody. It's called branding.
Or yourself? Alzheimer's?
Oh my
Aw.
god, that is a fear. I'd miss it.
Osama bin Laden had the Charlie Bit My Finger video stored on one of his computer hard drives.
Oh, he
Yes,
wasn't
I
such
heard
a
about
bad
that.
guy.
Yeah, he liked
Great
to
guy.
chuckle.
Great guy.
I could, man.
Highly qualified women are far more likely to be heavy drinkers than their less qualified counterparts.
Really?
Yep. So suck it, all you girls that don't drink. You're not qualified. I don't know qualified for what, but you ain't qualified. Suck it.
How much do you drink, Tits?
I don't like alcohol.
See,
Because you
they're
ain't qualified. Can we put that on a
Okay.
shirt? Nobody will understand it, but it'll work. You ain't qualified.
I'm down with
Yeah.
it. I'll work on it. So like an Ebonics font or something.
Jesus
Mhm.
Christ.
Mm-hmm.
We can go there, see how it goes. We'll test it out. Throw Gibby and Camden, see how it's perceived.
Oh.
Ebonics font. there
At
it is.
his first wife's funeral, Joseph Stalin is reported to have said, "This creature softened my heart of stone. With her died my last warm feelings for humanity."
Well, I like that he called her a creature, though.
This creature, yes, it's
Yes.
a term of endearment.
He soon thereafter joined Adolf Hitler in his conquest for Europe.
And that's conveniently the last one, and it's 9:01. Look at that for timing.
Damn.
All right, let's go around the horn and see what everybody's got going on. Gibby!
Please email me at dacemanshow@gmail.com. Please email me at dacemanshow@gmail.com. I may respond to you. Probably not.
Frank Ward!
Follow me on Twitter at the Dace Man Show. I tweet occasionally. I actually tweeted earlier this week about how YouTube sucks and ads that don't let me skip you, I will boycott your product. So fuck you, Dove for Men. McDonald's, Hidden Valley Ranch, and there's one more. Fuck, I gotta write it down.
I want some Hidden Valley Ranch right now. Oh no.
No, just not the seasoning. You can use the regular ranch, just not the powdered seasoning.
Powdered
Oh,
seasoning is great for anything.
No, I'm sorry, but no. They take a full 15 seconds out of my life that I can't skip. So fuck their product.
Well, I'll tell you this much. Next time you make macaroni and cheese, put a
Nope.
little Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning in it. You'll love it. Okay.
I'll crush up some Cooler Ranch Doritos and use that, but I will not buy their stuff.
Wow. Salty.
Until a Doritos
Man.
commercial comes across one of his YouTube videos.
That doesn't let me skip. If you let me skip your commercial, I'm fine.
Yeah, so he's gonna
It's
buy that
only
hemorrhoid
15
cream.
seconds. What a whim.
Right, cream. That's right.
Anyway, carry on.
All right, kids, tell us how you're useless.
Usually, just the same thing. Nothing. I got nothing.
5 years straight. Cheever, what do you got going on?
Can I say I want to be lazy and listen to last week's podcast for all my normal plugs?
You stole a couple because it was an awkward show.
Yeah, okay, fine. So you can always follow me at Cheever212 at Twitter. You can email me at Cheever212 at gmail.com. And if you want, you can always call me at 267.
What is with this phone number?
You need to call it. If you want to know what's up with it, you have to call the number.
I feel like it's gonna I'm gonna be charged money or
Can
something.
we call it? Can we just call it via Skype? I mean, we called a hooker once that way. Just try it out that way. Call it live on the
Jesus
show.
Christ.
Next week's show.
I guess we could. I mean, if it still has the option, I don't know. This is all new.
Yeah.
But
I
I'll
mean, if we don't have
definitely
anything to talk, if we don't have anything to talk about next week, we can do that.
You're talking to it.
Oh, sure. Oh, I know exactly what to say. Y'all need to be on mute.
All right.
You all need to be on mute. I ain't playing that game.
Yeah.
What is
What?
All right. The voice of reason, Travis Goss. What do you got going on?
Oh, the same thing from the last time you guys heard from me. I got a YouTube channel. It's Game of Travis. Just go to youtube.com/Game of Travis. Switching things up. Was doing all these different random videos, but now it's just focusing mostly on scary games or whatever it is, ultra violent. Things like that. Now I also have a Facebook page, which is also called Game of Travis. Facebook.com/Game of Travis, where I play just any other retro games I find, something they can't flag me for, even though on YouTube I don't have my sponsorship shit, whatever that is. They can't flag me for something if I don't get paid, so there we go.
Bastards.
I fucking hate YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Bastards. Anyway. What?
We just died for a second on Facebook.
No one cares.
No one cares. Yeah. Facebook loves us. No, they don't.
Thank you for breaking fourth wall within the show, I guess.
Fuck you.
Anyway, follow us on Twitter, like Frank said, at The Dace Man Show. Follow me on Twitter, at The Dace Man. Go over to thedacemanshow.com for all kinds of movie and TV reviews. Check out the facebook.com/Dace Man Show for all our updates, because we push that one the most. If you're watching there, head over to twitch.tv/Dace Man and Friends, where you can heart us or subscribe, and maybe one day we'll play video games again. Who knows?
Stay
Anyway.
tuned.
I think that's it. All right, let me see if I can actually pull out the old.
Phrasing.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty old. Pull out. Damn it! Did it again. Anyway, will it work? As he waits and waits. Ah, there we go. All right, make sure you guys do everything I said. So for the few.
For my chickens. For my chickens and chickens.
For the Dace-tacular. As always, we will see you guys next Tuesday.